So this is quite a nice start to the walk. We've come to Appledore and we're going to do a circular walk along the southwest coast path to Westward Ho, past Westward Ho just a little bit, up some cliffs, and then we're heading back across sort of inland. So it's kind of like a mini peninsula kind of thing really here. But yeah, what a nice start to the walk. Nice calm day, hardly a breath of breeze in the sky, and yeah, it's rather pleasant. Let's see how we get on. So in front of me is the Tor estuary, and we've just walked through an area called Northern Burrows. It's like sand dunes. So obviously that's the River Tor in front, and all these, well, this ridge here is called Pebble Ridge. I was reading the notice board, and people mistakenly think, as I would potentially, that these pebbles were placed down to protect the sand dunes from the strong tides you get in this area, but that is not the case. So the north coast is full of cliffs, and the heavy seas and swells go against these cliffs obviously, and there's cliff falls and the rocks fall into the sea, and over pressure and time the sea shapes into this to the round shape, and the currents for some reason dump them all here and make like a natural break between the sea and the dunes. Absolutely amazing nature is, but there we go. Boring fact for you. Pebble Ridge, well, I'm not sure that was always the best name, because even back at the Tor estuary, the pebbles were more like large rocks but very smooth, and it's gone on for miles. You can see it stretching on behind me to Westward Ho. There's the cliffs on my left, so that's the north coast or the Bristol Channel, moving to the west, so that's where the high cliffs are. So all this down here has come from those cliffs, and it's been the tide over pressure and time has smoothed them off, and it just goes on and on, and it goes behind me too. I'm just looking at the viewfinder. Yeah, it just goes on for miles, I don't know, 2-3 miles, but it makes sense because they're getting larger here as well. So I suppose where they're closer to cliffs, they've been beached sooner than the ones further down, so all that rolling has made them smaller. But absolutely amazing, brilliant. We were just wondering if this house is haunted. Look at the state of it, and then I looked up and we saw that. Okay, so we've walked through Westward Ho, quite built up there. Had nice coffee, ideal. And now we're heading back along the southwest coast path, but we're going up a cliff now. So it's a short climb, and then we're going to swing a left and head back to Appledore, cross country. So yeah, all good. So down there we have a little flock of oyster catchers. Yeah, they're you often see them along the shoreline. If they get spooked, they fly off, but they're very, very noisy. I'm not going to do an oyster catcher impression, but it's a high-pitched squeal. But yeah, they're a nice-looking bird. Anyway, yeah, that's a nice little result. So we're come inland now, I'm walking along the little lanes, but this time of year I don't know if that's going to, all the wildflowers are starting to come up on the sides of the roads, particularly in Cornwall actually. Give it a few weeks, the hedgerows I suppose you call it, I think the Cornish do actually call them hedges, they'll look beautiful. Might actually take a little trip down there and take a look at them, yeah, so sort of mid-May onwards really. Anyway, heading back towards Appledore or Bideford, and then we're going to pick up the South West Coast Park and go back to Appledore.
Now I oversee the trees, birds and the beast and the man and his empty deeds. I see everything. I got my feet on a cloud and I walk on down. I saw the eyes of the maker, heard a rushing sound, caught up in the wheel going round and round, spun like gold from the shining ground. I got my feet on a cloud and I walk.
So we just stopped for a spot of lunch and we're about to head off. Stopped in like a little covey type thing. I poked my head round the corner and I think these are called sheldrakes. See them wading around for their lunch. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so we're back in Appledore, and I think that's probably turned out to be about 13 or 14 miles. Really nice walk actually. Northern Burrows, or Northam Burrows. It actually turns out it's a country park. There's my car waiting to pick me up, or Claire's car, not mine. But yeah, country park, and you know, if you want a flat walk, that's worth a little look actually. If you've got a family or something like that. Nice coffee van about halfway along. Then we went up into the South West Coast Path along the cliffs, and then we swung inland. But that Pebble Ridge, I mean, that went on for miles. And I was wondering how many sort of tons of rock the seas moved and dumped down there. So that was really nice. But when we headed inland, yeah, all this wildflowers started to come out the hedgerows. And today, I mean, it's a beautiful day, and dare I say it, summer is in the air. You know, those rich smells, the fresh smells of spring are sort of going away, and those sort of richer summer smells are coming in. So yeah, really nice. Anyway, we're back now. I saw a coffee shop down there, so we might nip in and have a final cheeky coffee. See you later. Cheers.